19 years old, worth over $4 billion. While you were stressing about college applications, Clemente Del Vecchio inherited an eyewear empire. But he's not alone. There's a 20-year-old worth over $1 billion, a 25-year-old who owns part of the world's biggest conglomerate, and here's the twist. For the first time in 15 years, every billionaire under 30 inherited their fortune, not a single self-made one. Today, I'm revealing the youngest billionaires in the world, how they got their money, and what this says about the future of wealth. Let's get into it. Let's start with the youngest billionaire on Earth, Clemente Del Vecchio. He's 20 years old and worth nearly $5 billion. How? He inherited it. Clemente is one of 6 children of Leonardo Del Vecchio, who died in 2022. Leonardo was the founder of EssilorLuxottica, the world's largest eyewear company. If you've ever bought Ray-Ban, Oakley, or Versace sunglasses, you made this family richer. When Leonardo died, each of his 6 children inherited a 12.5% stake in Delphin, a Luxembourg-based holding company that controls Luxottica. But Delphin doesn't just own eyeglasses. It owns stakes in major banks like Mediobanca and Unicredit, insurance giant Generali, and real estate companies. So what does Clemente do? Not much. He's 20. He's still in university. He doesn't run the company. He doesn't make business decisions. He inherited billions and now lives off dividends, investments, and the empire his father built. But here's what's interesting. Clemente has 5 siblings. They all inherited the same amount. His brother Luca Del Vecchio is 22 and worth $4.9 billion. His half-brother Leonardo Maria Del Vecchio is 29 and worth $4.9 billion. This family alone has 3 billionaires under 30. This is the new era of wealth. Inheritance, not innovation. The great wealth transfer has begun. Baby boomers built empires. Now Gen Z is inheriting them. Next up, Livia Voigt. She's 19 years old, currently in university studying psychology, and worth over $1 billion. Livia and her older sister, Dora Voigt, are the granddaughters of Werner Ricardo Voigt, who co-founded WEG, one of the world's largest electric motor manufacturers. When Werner died in 2016, the sisters each inherited a 3.1% stake in the company. WEG is massive. It supplies electric motors to industries worldwide, factories, power plants, transportation systems. Neither Livia nor Dora has any role in the company's operations. They just own stock and collect dividends. Livia is currently enrolled in university in Brazil, living a relatively normal life, if you consider being a billionaire before age 20 normal. Her older sister Dora, 26, is also a billionaire with the exact same net worth, $1.1 billion. What's wild is that these young billionaires didn't do anything to earn it. They were born into the right family. And while that's always been true for wealth, the scale today is unprecedented. A century ago, being born rich meant you'd inherit $1 million estate. Today, it means you inherit a $1 billion corporation. Now let's talk about the richest young person on Earth, Mark Mateschitz. He's 32 years old and worth almost $40 billion. Mark is the son of Dietrich Mateschitz, who co-founded Red Bull. When Dietrich died in 2022, Mark inherited 49% of the company. The other 51% is owned by the Thai co-founder's family. Red Bull isn't just an energy drink, it's a global empire. The company sells over 12 billion cans per year in more than 170 countries. Revenue? Over $10 billion annually. But Red Bull also owns Formula One racing teams, soccer clubs, extreme sports events, and media companies. Mark didn't build any of this. His father did. Dietrich Mateschitz was a marketing genius who turned a Thai energy drink into a Western phenomenon. He spent decades building the brand. Then he died, and Mark inherited everything. So what does Mark do now? He's involved in the family business, but he's not the face of Red Bull. He keeps a low profile.
He's been spotted at A-list events like the Met Gala and has modeled for various brands. He invests in startups and real estate, but mostly, he's just incredibly rich. And here's the thing, Mark will never have to work a day in his life. His 49% stake in Red Bull generates hundreds of millions in dividends every year. He could spend $1 million a day and still get richer.
Okay, so far we've talked about heirs, but there is one major exception. Alexander Wang, the youngest self-made billionaire. Wang is 28 years old and is the CEO of Scale AI, a company that provides data infrastructure for artificial intelligence. He co-founded Scale AI in 2016 after dropping out of MIT. What does Scale AI do? It labels data to train AI systems. If you've used ChatGPT, self-driving cars, or facial recognition, you've benefited from companies like Scale AI. They're the backbone of the AI revolution. Scale AI raised $1 billion in May 2024 and is valued at $13.8 billion. Wang owns about 14% of the company, making him worth over $2 billion. But here's why Wang is the exception, not the rule. He grew up in New Mexico, the son of physicists. He was a math prodigy who competed in coding competitions as a teenager. He got into MIT, studied computer science, then dropped out to start Scale AI with co-founder Lucy Gu. Wang saw the AI boom coming before almost anyone else. He built infrastructure that every major tech company now needs. Microsoft, Meta, General Motors, they all use Scale AI. Compare that to the heirs we discussed earlier. Wang built his wealth. The others inherited it. And that's the pattern. For the first time in over 15 years, there are no self-made billionaires under 30 on Forbes' list. Wang is 28, just barely outside that range. What does this mean? The age of self-made young billionaires might be over. For now. The Mark Zuckerbergs and Evan Spiegels of the 2010s don't exist anymore in their 20s. Wealth is consolidating. Families are passing fortunes to the next generation. The era of the Nepo baby billionaire is here.
So there you have it. The youngest billionaires in the world. Heirs to eyewear empires, energy drink companies, and fish farming operations. A few self-made exceptions like Alexandra Wang and the Collison brothers. But overall, the trend is clear. Inheritance is the new path to young wealth. What does this mean for you? If you weren't born into a billionaire family, your path to wealth will be harder. But it's not impossible. The self-made billionaires we discussed all started with an idea, took risks, and worked relentlessly.